top 10 weirdest fruits. Okej guys, vänta. Jag lägger till chatten. Alla skickar smiley faces och sånt och säger hej YouTube, hej smiley face, Pog Champion. Och så ska jag bara, what's up guys? Hallå allihopa, vi ska kolla på top 10 weirdest fruits. I actually tried them, The Return, Weird Explorer på YouTube guys. Kan vi nå 100 prenumeranter på YouTube-kanalen? I don't know. Guys, ni har inte skickat smiley face. I was saying, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Happy. Okay, rätt in.
Video is sponsored by The Great Courses Plus. Greetings everyone. So a while back I made a video on 10 of the strangest fruits that I've come across while traveling around the world. That video was not a top 10. There are tens of thousands of different fruit species out there in the world, and that makes it pretty difficult to rate one as being stranger than the other. So today I present to you 10 fruits that are equally as strange, and although this is not a top 10, the final fruit in this video is, in my opinion, the weirdest one that I've come across in all of my travels. And these are all things that I've personally had, so when you're done watching this video, if you want more information, I'm going to put links to the full reviews in the description below. Alright, let's get started.
I am happy to say that I have with me the Aki fruit. It looks amazing. Just like check that out. Looks like there's like little eyeballs on it.
This fruit tastes a bit like avocado and almonds, but with the texture of scrambled eggs. It is a much loved fruit in several Caribbean countries. However, it has a bad rap. It often shows up on top 10 most dangerous fruits in the world lists by people who haven't actually tried the thing. To find out for myself, I actually went to Jamaica, a country where many people eat this fruit every day, and I found out that provided that you eat it properly, the Aki is completely safe. Cases of people getting sick from it do happen, but it's extremely rare.
Not worth the risk.
So I made a video trying to clear up the misconception that Aki should be avoided, and much to my horror, footage from my video has now been used several times without my permission in more brain-dead rehash videos about how dangerous it supposedly is.
So it's safe to say they'll continue to distance themselves from this dangerous fruit. Number 11.
So let me say it once again,
Number
the
11
Aki is delicious. If you have a chance, definitely give it a try. If I lived here and I would be able to have an Aki tree, I would be eating this every day, at least. This is probably like one of the most delicious things that I've had. Hey, I'm in Brunei and these are Assam Paya. Although lemons have a reputation for being the most sour fruit at the supermarket, there are many fruits in nature that are far stronger. Out of all the ones that I've had, the Assam Paya is the most sour fruit that I have come across. In Borneo, where I found this palm fruit is pickled and then used in cooking in order to add sourness to food. Besides how intense it is, it also looks pretty neat. The fruits remind me of the tip of like a giant rattlesnake tail. It's a cluster of small fruits that are covered with a scaly skin. It's pretty cool. Ooh. It's a wee bit sour. Okay, Miracle Berry Party. We've got the Miracle Berries. We've got the sour elements, a lemon, an orange, and a grapefruit. Don't like sour fruit? Well, the Miracle Berry has your back. This little red berry doesn't look or taste weird, but what it does to your taste buds makes it one of the strangest fruits in the world, hands down. The miracle berry contains a compound known as miraculin. And no, I am not making this up. When you chew the berry, that compound actually coats your tongue and alters your taste buds' ability to taste certain flavors. Most notably, it makes sour foods taste sweet. There is a lot of controversy around this little fruit, including the possibility that its wide distribution has been thwarted by the sugar industry. But it is thankfully gaining some popularity these days, and tablets made from this fruit can be purchased at some stores and online.
Yes?
It's like a little sour, but not nearly as sour as it should be. It's a titty fruit.
Well, boys and girls, sometimes Mother Nature has its mind in the gutter. Such is the case with the titty fruit, also known as nipple fruit and cow udder fruit. This is in the same genus as tomatoes, however, it is not edible. The fruit contains solanine, a toxic compound that when consumed can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and dizziness. This fruit is, however, a popular decoration during Chinese New Year. That's because it has a symbolic golden color, and its teats represent longevity.
This particular one that I have just has this little teat here, and yes, I am tweaking a fruit right now.
I will never get the name of this down. I think you might need to write it for us. Konstigasate.
Yes.
The shell is very hard. You can't open it with your fingers. It's got like a star shape to it. It splits at those seams. Inside there's a little seed.
As its scientific name, Combretum obscurum, suggests, this fruit is extremely rare, with almost no mention of it online. I found it at a large outdoor market in Madagascar, where it was being sold under the name Whybenice. However, since I don't know how to pronounce Whybenice properly, I started calling this the star nut due to its shape. It was sold to me as something that can be eaten as a snack, but that it's also used as a medicine for killing parasites. These things were delicious, tasting a bit like an almond, only sweeter and with a cooler shell. However, after releasing my episode on the star nut, it was brought to my attention that there's an even more common species that's related to this that is used in Chinese traditional medicine. The name for that plant is the Rangoon creeper, and interestingly enough, it is also used as an anti-parasitic, so there's probably something to that. Because of its popularity in Chinese traditional medicine, there is a lot more written about the Rangoon creeper, and studies have shown that if you eat it in small amounts, it's okay, but large amounts can actually cause brain damage. So that one you don't want to eat as a snack, and since there isn't a lot of information about the one that I found in Madagascar, I'm guessing you probably also don't want to eat too much of that one.
Yeah, it's like an almond. A little more of a chestnut flavor though. And the sweetness is like twice as much as a regular almond.
Oh shit! Production value.
Believe it or not, I went to college. I was an English major. And then, after I graduated, I became a circus sideshow performer and a fruit hunting YouTuber. Yeah, looking back now, I probably should have taken some courses that would be more useful for my career now. And although I don't have time to go back to college, I do have time to improve myself. And that's why I love the Great Courses Plus. The Grey Courses Plus is a subscription-based service where you can stream over 11,000 different video lectures. You don't have to worry about sifting through videos that are just trying to get views. These are well-researched lectures that are presented by experts, many of them Ivy League professors. There are in-depth courses like what you'd learn at a college, and then there's more useful things for just about anybody, like how to improve your cooking technique or communication skills.
I'm about to head out a little fruit adventure because I was riding a jeepney earlier today. I saw a calabash fruit tree, so I'm gonna go over there and just like knock on their door to see if they can sell me some or something. I don't know.
Calabash fruit, no relation to calabash gourd, are big heavy fruits that hang from their trees like green bowling balls. In most countries where these grow, the shells of this fruit are used to make bowls, but the flesh is usually considered to be poison. However, in the Philippines, this is not the case. There, these are called miracle fruit, no relation to miracle berries, due to them being used to make a medicinal tonic. While traveling in the Philippines, I saw these growing in somebody's yard, and when I asked them about it, they actually invited me into their home and prepared the tonic for me. Seriously, people in the Philippines are so sweet. The fruit is not recommended to be eaten fresh, but they told me that a little bit is okay, so I did try a piece of it, and it wasn't great. And then when I tried the tonic that they made out of it, well, that also was not very good. The flavor does leave something to be desired, but that's often the case with most things made into medicine. What's cool about this is definitely not the flavor, and it's not even what it looks like. It's how that this fruit is used so differently in different countries. It's amazing to me that in some countries this fruit is seen as a miracle, and in other countries it's just something you make bowls out of.
Not the most appealing thing in the world, but certainly one of the more uncommon things I've ever had. And plus it comes with like a wonderful bowl. I think I'm more excited about the bowl than I am about the juice or the fruit. But
the juice?
Yeah, this has been a pretty incredible looking thing to try. It's called Monstera Deliciosa, which the name itself is pretty interesting. Monstera is Latin for monstrous or abnormal, and deliciosa means delicious. So it is literally a delicious monster.
A green corn cob looking fruit with hexagonal scales that fall off when it's ripe. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Monstera Deliciosa sometimes shows up at high-end produce shops, but when it does, it usually comes with instructions. Due to it containing high amounts of oxalic acid, eating this thing before it's entirely ripe can give you sores in your mouth. Thankfully, ripening this fruit is part of the fun. Just put it in a bag and its natural gases will slowly build up inside that bag and cause the scales to fall off naturally. If you eat the exposed areas where the scales fell off, it will taste, well, monstrously delicious. It's kind of like a pina colada in flavor. Just never force the scales off the fruit, because if you do and you eat some, it will taste like burning.
I mean, it looks weird, it ripens strange, the fruit is really delicious but also pretty strange, it's dangerous, it's got weird leaves, it's a weird one.
What the fuck?
Mesquite. Barbecue. No, not barbecue. Mesquite is best known for its wood that is used to smoke meat. However, it has a fruit that has historically been used by Native Americans in order to make a beverage. When prepared this way, it tastes a bit like if you were to cross coconut water with apple juice. I tried it and it does taste pretty good. These days, mesquite is getting a bit more popularity, not for the drink, but because it can be used to make a gluten-free flour and also a coffee substitute, which it does work pretty well as. There are several different species of mesquite. Some of them taste really good, and some of them taste really bad. My favorite species is the screw bean mesquite. This one has a really nice flavor, and unlike some of the species that have large, hard seeds, the screw bean seeds are small enough not to break your teeth. However, the best thing about the screw bean is its appearance. This thing looks crazy, like a bunch of tiny spiral rods that are clumped together into a ball. You know, when I was younger, I had this toy that was like a ball of fingers. There's like a little ball with like fingers sticking out of it. I love that toy. This reminds me of that. There's a comparison you're not going to see in another video. This is very cute. This is like the banana that like a fairy would eat, or like an elf. There are so many weird bananas out there that I can make a top 10 weirdest video with only bananas. Actually, I should probably do that sometime. But for now, I would like to draw your attention to the 1,000-finger banana. These are weird for a few different reasons. First of all, the bunch that these bananas come from is so long that it can reach all the way down to the ground. These bunches hold hundreds of teeny tiny little baby bananas that are packed tightly together. You can actually pick one of these out and peel it just like you would peel a regular sized banana, and they taste about as good as a regular supermarket banana. Look at that, it's so small.
I'm at the airport in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, about to head over to the Seychelles. We're hoping that maybe we find the CocodeMer. There's a chance.
The CocodeMer is, in my opinion, the weirdest fruit in the world. There may be weirder fruits out there that I haven't found yet, but this one is going to be pretty hard to beat. It is both the world's largest nut and the world's heaviest fruit, so it is far bigger and far heavier than the calabash. And with an appearance that has given this fruit the nickname lady fruit and butt nut, it is more suggestive looking than an entire bouquet of titty fruits. But it is not the appearance that makes this fruit truly strange, it's the history. For centuries, the hollowed out nuts of the CocodeMer showed up on the shores of several different countries, but nobody knew where it came from. To explain the origin of these mysterious fruits, people created a mythology around the CocodeMer. Some suggested that the trees grew at the bottom of the ocean floor, and then when the fruits ripened, they would fall from the tree and then float up to the surface. Eventually, the trees were finally discovered growing on two small uninhabited islands in the Seychelles archipelago, located in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Some believe that these islands were Eden, and that the CocodeMer was actually the tree of knowledge. That is only a small sample of what makes this fruit so weird. I actually made a 5-part feature-length documentary about the CocodeMer, so if you want to hear more about it, check out the link below.
There's a mythology here that the male trees late at night will actually bend and mate with the female fruits. And people say that if you come late at night and you walk through the forest, you can see it. But if you see that happen, you'll be cursed, probably die.
So there you have it, 10 strange fruits from my travels, and if you want any more information about what I've talked about in this video, check out the links in the description below. Also, I plan on making more videos like this in the future, so there'll probably be another one in a few months. If there's anything that I've talked about in the past on this channel that you would like to see in a video like this, a top 10 sort of video, put that in the comments below. Alright, I think that's about it. See you next time. Bye-bye. I would like to give a big
Jag lärde mig i alla fall någonting nytt idag. Jag tror hon skulle bli klar med React. Kanske mer React lite senare, men holy fuck dude. Jesus.